Let's head to Rome because the world is still buzzing about the announcement there yesterday. We're talking about the new Pope greeting his flock from the balcony of the Sistine Chapel. Pope Francis, formerly Cardinal Jorge Bergoglio, the Archbishop of Buenos Aires, Argentina, is the Pope of first, if you will. The 76-year-old is the first Pope from the Americas, the first Jesuit Pope, and the first to choose the name Francis. The name honors St. Francis of Assisi and is said to symbolize poverty, humility, simplicity, and rebuilding. And his own humble nature was clear in the first moments as pontiff when he blessed the crowd in St. Peter's Square and said a prayer for his predecessor, the retired Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI, and finished by asking his followers to say a prayer for him. And now we'd like to bring in Father Paul Sile. Father Paul, thanks for joining us this morning from Orchard Park this morning, St. Bernadette's. You know, this was a really exciting moment. All eyes were on the TVs. I was at the gym when I heard yesterday. All the TVs on. Everybody stopped and watched. You were watching it as well. What did you think?
I was not.
Oh, what?
I was not watching it.
How could you not be watching this?
I was at St. Joseph's Cathedral, and I was taping a mass for shut-ins.
Oh, well, that's important.
And I just didn't see it live. I saw the smoke and then saw the repeat, but. Yeah, we really.
So I have to ask you, what are your first impressions? What do you think he brings to the table?
Well, I just think symbolically he brings so much because of his love for the poor, because of his ministry to divorced people in his own diocese, the fact that he kissed the feet and washed the feet of 12 AIDS patients, people in suffering. Those are very good signs of what, we hope that the Church is supposed to be. And the name that he took, Francis, even reinforces that love for the poor and for the downtrodden.
We talked also briefly this morning about something he did last year with the children of single mothers.
Did we talk about that? It was so early, I hardly remember.
Making an outreach and blessing those children.
Well, not only that, but there were some priests in his archdiocese that would not baptize the children of single mothers, and he excoriated them and told them, who are you to withhold the love of God from anyone? So it's very interesting, yeah.
Now, he's the first Pope to ever be, take the name Francis.
Yes.
After St. Francis of Assisi. What do you think that is a symbol to what he is going to stand for?
Absolutely. In fact, I think that it's interesting that a Jesuit, who you might think would take a name of a Jesuit saint, Ignatius or someone like that, Peter Canisius, took the name Franciscan. I think he brings two wonderful worlds and spiritualities together, the intellect and the service of the Jesuits, and then the simplicity and the poverty, the humility of the Franciscan spirit. So he's combining some wonderful characteristics together.
I think it's a really exciting time right now. Of course, everybody taking a look and see who this person is and where we're going to go from here. And I know you mentioned what happens beyond the buzz of the immediacy, what happens as we continue to move toward the future.
I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday. She's a professor at St. Bonaventure, where I went to school with her, and she's teaching there, and she was watching things. We were talking on the phone and the excitement, and then after a couple minutes, I said, what else is new? And she said, got to get new tires for the car. So, here's the excitement, but we still live our lives every day, and the impact that he will have on the world, on Catholics in particular, is yet to be seen, but hopefully, I think the way he presented himself yesterday, asking for the prayers of the people, is something that is very, very powerful in its symbolic nature.
Well, we thank you so much for joining us here on Winging It and bringing us this local insight, especially to such a huge figure in the Catholic Church and around the world. Thank you so much, Father Paul.
Thank you, Diana. Thanks,
We're going to go over now to Emily, who has a great photo gallery on the web right now. Hi, Emily.